Hi, welcome to Ignite Purpose Television. My name is Christina Foxwell. I run a practice in Sydney, Australia, and I work with clients all over the world. And I'm really thrilled to just be here with you this afternoon. It's 2 p.m. and I have had a wild and wonderful day. And as I was reflecting on the key things I would like to share with you today, this key piece has come up not only in the coaching I've had, but also in my own self today. And it is that fear holds us back from the best parts of who we already are. So I'm going to dive into that with you because our previous stream was all about negative thoughts. And so, what does fear feel like? Is there anyone out there that can say they're a little bit fearful or anxious today? It creeps up on us, and sometimes we don't even know that we've used that fear as our propeller towards where we want to go. So I used to use fear as a little bit of my adrenaline drug to get me to deliver great outcomes. And I often did it because it was the only way for me to feel that I could be accepted, connected to my world, and even successful. I know that I'm not the only one, and I know that there are many of us out there, or you out there, that are possibly doing this. So I used to say, I'm going to punish myself first before you see my failing. And I'm going to work on who I am. And then the challenge is I'm going to push me so that I can get where I've got to go. Why? Because I didn't want to be judged and I wanted to be accepted and I wanted to feel that I was worth something. I was surviving and I wasn't thriving. And I thought that was what life was about. Actually, I remember saying that weekends were the worst times for me because I couldn't actually start working on my work stuff, which meant I started working on weekends in order to feel that I was contributing to my world. What was I doing? I was surviving. Everything was about survival. Everything was about being accepted. So I want to share with you how it impacted my life. And it kept me away from being the leader I wanted to be, being the team member in the organization I would really value, being the person in my life that could be seen and could love and be loved. So here are first thing. I try to outrun judgment because I was always worried that I wouldn't be good enough. So I was running for my life so that I could be accepted and feel valued. And we can't outrun fear. We've actually got to recognize how we're feeling. So we can't outrun it. The next thing, I was creating a barrier between me and others so that I could stay safe. And here's what I missed. I missed the opportunity for connection. And I started suffering from intense isolation. And the more isolated I gave myself as the gift, the more I separated from others, the more I feared judgment. So it became a spiral that really kept me locked in. The third one is I was actually sabotaging my ability to truly thrive. I was standing in my own way. I love the stat, and I'll give it to you again, that my happiness is only based on 10% of my environment and 90% on how I see my world. My ability to thrive is based 90% on my ability to harness what I have and to apply it to my world, not to sabotage who I am. The next one is I was making excuses for my actions and impact. I was always trying to find somebody else to blame, or always trying to pin what was happening to me to something else. And I was doing that because I had such armor around how I was showing up for my world. My fear had made me numb and so fearful to accept that, hey, maybe that's me. Maybe I did it. And then the next one was, and by the way, I want to go back to that. The reason why I never wanted to do that was the harsh judgment that others would mete out to people when they saw somebody willing to acknowledge. And I wish we could change that as a world. That's going to be part of something I'm going to be focused on doing because it can change our life. I was ignoring my emotions. I was going into a numb state that I wouldn't feel. The problem is when we don't feel our negative emotions, we never feel the positive ones, and we're never really present. And we're trying to fill that gap with coping behaviors that are destructive to our life. I was picking up negative vibes from everybody. I was so scared of the vibe that I had created separation, which meant I think I scared the crap out of people at times because I was so protective. And I think what I forgot was that I had worth, and I was always trying to exchange my worth. The last one is number 7. I believed the lie of fear. I believed the lies I was telling myself to keep me small and safe. Yet what I was doing was I was locking away my potential versus unlocking who I am to thrive and live my potential. And what I'm learning to do, because it's a journey, is to understand what fear sounds like, to hear my fear, and then to acknowledge it, and to relearn how I choose to show up for my world, and how I choose to have compassion for me first, so that I can have compassion for those around me. And I'd like to leave you with this thought: we are the key to the world we create. Why not focus on who you are and how you can live, love, and lead? This is Christina Foxwell. It's been a pleasure to spend time with you. I hope you stay in touch. All right, then, take care.